And he put, look, and for those who don't know, if you go to his IG post, he was at the Hawks game and he put hashtag Kappa Fresh. Man, when I tell y'all the internet, woo.
But check it. I want to welcome all to the 5th edition of the PHARAOHS CLUB Podcast. We are 5 in, fellas. And my fellas would be, start off with my main man out west, my unk, my ADP, G. What up, G?
What up,
Then
baby?
we got, then we'll hit down south real quick. I got my big brother, Nas. What up, Nas?
What's going on now?
Yeah. Then we'll take it over to the East Coast. Got the East Coast boys. I got Big Brother Bean in the building.
So, baby.
DC, baby, what up? And,
hey, man, in the building.
His other DC brother, we got my little brother, Dale. What up, Dale?
Peace and love. Let's get it.
Yeah. So, first off, we appreciate all y'all for tuning in once again. Y'all know where to find us at. On IG, you can find us at the PHARAOHS CLUB Pod. Again, that's at the PHARAOHS CLUB Pod. Get that down. Follow us. Please go to our Facebook page and like us at the PHARAOHS CLUB Podcast on Facebook. We're getting a lot of energy on there, but we need more. So come on and help us. And if you want to drop a few lines to us, please email us at the PHARAOHS CLUB Podcast at gmail.com. So, that's how you get in touch with us. And please keep looking out for the PHARAOHS CLUB. Like, this is number 5, but we want to 5,000. So please follow us. We're on our way. So you see how we kicked it off here today. My man Bootsy Badass coming out with the Kappa Psi paraphernalia to the courtside seats of the Hawks game this past week.
Look at that hairline though, for sure.
Oh yeah, hairline. Hey, the Bootsy fade be official though. Let's be honest about that. But the point is, this celebrity / rapper / real ninja wore a Kappa Psi shirt to the game, and we all know that Bootsy is not a collegiate person, nor did he pledge or sign to this fraternity. So I got a question for, I'm going to kick this over to my man Mean, because Mean actually has some intel that we're going to reach out. We will reach out to one of the Kappa brothers. But Mean, first off, what is your thoughts and feelings on my man Bootsy Badass?
Hey, man, first of all, I just could not believe that from when I heard it at first and how he told it on IG. I mean, like, I couldn't believe he actually went to the mall, purchased the sweatshirt, and then he went to the game and he put, look, and for those who don't know, if you go to his IG post, he was at the Hawks game and he put hashtag Kappa Fresh. Man, when I tell y'all the internet went ballistic. And I just could not believe that. My personal opinion, I think he planned it because allegedly his brother, which I don't want to give too much pub to that, but is a Kappa from Southern University. And he just felt the right to put on his brother's shirt and go Kappa Fresh to the game. That was wild. Now, speaking from a brother that has been from the main cloth of things, I don't know, man. I might have to, even though Boosie a gangster, I might have to have some words with him, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you can't be going to the mall and buy a Kappa sweatshirt and go to the game and sit courtside. Oh, hell no. That's all I got to say, man.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. But man, my apologies. I do need to introduce one of Ohio's very own, big brother Fees. My bad, Fees, man. No, hey, no shade, man.
Nah, man, let's keep it moving, man. They know who I am. Let's keep it rolling, man. We talking about this Boosie. I'm gonna step right on in, don't give you my 2 cents. I'm sorry.
True that.
I'm gonna just pose it like this. If we was at the barn and we was all chilling, the barn, by the way, is a place at Wilberforce University where all the parties was held. And that's where everybody threw their parties at, school parties, frat parties, sorority parties, blah, blah, blah. If we was at the barn, kicking it, stepping, and we saw some cats in the corner throwing up the A5, doing the broke leg, we would stop immediately and go check them cats. So why is it that he gets a pass? Is it because he is a celebrity? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that's my thing. I don't think your celebrity should get you a pass. He know what it is. He know what it is. He might not know how deep it is, and he said that on his little post today. Like, I didn't understand or I didn't realize how deep it got. He don't know brotherhood, blah 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 blah. But you know enough to know what it is, bro. And I can't give him no pass for that. And I'm chuckling because it didn't happen in my frat. And I know it's probably happened before, but we didn't check cats before. All of us. We didn't hem cats up in the corner for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Fees, dog. That nigga ain't know, man. That nigga ain't know. I mean,
no, come on.
Hell no.
Come on, man.
He didn't care, yo. He knew. He didn't care.
That nigga,
Right.
No, man. That nigga from the streets. Like, if you like I all us got niggas that's been in the streets, that's been in jail. They don't know shit about this shit.
But they ain't putting on your letters.
I ain't giving, huh?
They not putting on your letters.
Right.
I'm just saying, I mean,
he knew what it was.
I just think
he knew what it was.
Ignorance, man. I just don't think that nigga knew, man. And they put him in his place. And he chimed in and, he apologized and everything, man. And, hey, like it or not, that shit got the Kappas winning. The Kappas
why
they winning?
Okay, hold on. Now, hold on, Dale. Before you say that, let's give a caveat to the Wipe Me Down song. So Alpha South and the Kappas down south have been battling this song out for years. Not my generation of Alpha, but we're going to talk about maybe around the time that Low got made and around the time that you got made, Dale. This thing about the Wipe Me Down battle between the Alphas and the Kappas. Like, they even have a page called Diamonds and what is it? It's called it's like the Kappas and Deltas page on IG, and they always talking about, man, the Wipe Me Down really is the Kappa song, or Wipe Me Down really is the Alpha song. So it goes on.
It ain't even.
I'm not even tripping about.
I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all gotta.
Hold on.
I'm not even really talking about the song, because songs like in our region, the song is more bounce. Down south, the Alpha song is C Murder. So I ain't really tripping about
C
the
Murder
song.
What?
Down
The Snoop joint.
Riding for my niggas because I'm down for my niggas.
Ain't those Alpha song that.
Yeah, that's that shit. So
forget that.
But the point that I'm making is the point that I'm making is that the Kappas got a moment right now. Like it or not, like people, the Kappas.
Yeah, but the question is, what would you do? So right now, like, forget when we was young. We was doing a lot of dumb stuff that we probably shouldn't have done. But if you was at a game and you saw somebody that you knew for sure was not an Alpha and they had on Nelia, what you willing to do to make your point? You know what I'm saying? How far are you willing to go to make your point?
Hold on, Fees. Hold on, Fees. So, mind you, so this man courtside seat. How you gonna get to him? First off,
ooh, good point.
I'm not saying in that setting. Of course you can, but he needs to be checked, or at least enlightened, as they would say when I was online. Let me enlighten you. You know what I'm saying?
But
because you know what?
Look though, hold on. Did y'all see the he went on live with some Kappa.
Oh my!
They was like hitting the shit like.
No, that was his brother.
That was his brother.
Is that make it okay?
No. Fuck no. Fuck no. Hell no.
So that's what I'm saying. So what is going on with the red dudes right now? That's a weird shit.
Hey, G, what you got to say, man?
Hey man, I think like y'all said, they got a moment right now. I think in all
what moment?
Here's I mean, you gonna let me talk about it though.
Yes, sir.
Here's a situation. he a thug nigga, or he a thug cat, my bad for saying nigga. Thug cat from the hood. I'm airing off the fact that he don't understand that shit. He don't have no idea what the fuck he doing. In his eyes, he rapping, he thinking he gonna get y'all pub by doing what he do. I don't think he meant no disrespect until he started trolling people. But when he initially put the shirt on, I think he was trying to show love versus like disrespect. And then people got wild with him, started talking crazy. And he like, y'all ain't gonna run up on me. So I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. So
Period.
What I think they should have done, what they should do, is flip it, have him show up and do some you know what I mean, at some event, some national event, I know chapter event situation, and then and spin it in their favor. That's what I think they should have done. And lastly, like an older brother, like you know how like I don't know if y'all watched the Breakfast Club interview, but anyway, one of them said something wrong about it or Muslim people. What ended up happening was that was Joe Budden, my bad. What ended up happening was Joe Budden had the Muslim on to kind of correct them on what he was speaking on. So I think an older bruh should have probably pulled him to the side or in a national situation and enlighten them why that was wrong. I think that's how they should move from this.
Bro, this is why I'm saying.
Can I say something real quick though?
They're about to have.
Hold on, real quick.
That's why I was saying that he having a moment because the Kappas are about to be at his Boosie Bash event.
Right.
I'm pretty sure the Kappas is about to have him down in nationals. Like they got a moment. They about to capitalize off of this shit. And I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they checked him. He didn't know any better. Somebody put him in this place, and now they about to put this right shit in motion.
They didn't check.
What's the check?
What's the check? He apologized. He said I was disrespectful. He said I had old heads reaching out to me. The shit wasn't right. I ain't mean no disrespect. I won't wear the shirt again. So somebody got with him.
Hold on.
So can I wait?
Feezy, go ahead, man. Go ahead, Feezy.
So okay. So if in speaking in alpha terms, Mean, Nas, G, Lo, and Dale. So if a cat said, "Oh, you know what? My bad, but you know what? Y'all stepping off my song or blah blah blah. Show me how to do the broke leg, and I'm gonna do that shit when I want to do it."
Right.
And that's cool.
With that shit.
So so we're gonna show you our shit, and you're gonna be doing our shit, and it's okay.
But I mean, look, but like even the picture that we can't really show right now, but the G shared a picture of a guy in California that he met that had an Alpha.
That's way different.
That's
way different, Nas.
That's different, Nas.
You got a thrift shop. That's a thrift shop. That means
Exactly.
He wasn't warm.
Boosie is a part of the culture. And it's another point, man. How did Boosie become the representative, the low-key underground representative now for all the young newts to represent his show?
Me, you know what? How about we chime in to one of the men of KSI? So for all our listeners, we have never invited anybody on our cast before. We got our chapter brothers, our alpha brothers who've been the one to get on the cast, but we've told them say soon. But for this, we need to we're gonna put a fellow Greek that we know, I mean a real Greek, on here that he's a friend of the family, to say that. So hey, chime in on him, call him up real quick, man.
Well, we got to postpone that just for a quick second because you know, brothers got families and kids, but he is more than willing to participate in this conversation. But I want to make another point though. It just made it to me. Even though he's going to do this Boosie Bash and he's going to give away 6,000. I mean, where's Nas? Now, you can fill me on this. How is $6,000 benefiting Kappa Alpha Psi in their programs? I mean, think about that.
He said 6,000 to the best bruh. So that ain't even.
So he's not even contributing to their national body or program or admission.
That's going to my pocket.
Really?
But I mean, it could benefit if he gives it to a chapter. $6,000 could do something to a chapter. Maybe.
No, we know what happens when we give bruh $6,000. No, you really trusting an undergrad bruh with 6 G's? Really?
Rent paid, cell phone. Call Creed. Get Creed on the line right now. Get Big Brother Creed on the line.
Oh my God! Hey, so I'm saying, man, are we really?
Where you get them new J's from, bro?
Right? You know what I'm saying? You talking about flexing on IG? Lord have mercy. And you gonna flex with Boosie? You know what I'm saying? So.
Hey,
yeah, man.
So look, me. Whenever that member of KSI can get with us, you know, we're gonna chime him in because I really want to know his thoughts on this.
Actually, let me give him a try right now because he just gave me a little notification, man.
If not, let's just keep moving. Then when he call back in, we can just bring him in and revisit him.
No doubt. We need official statement.
So let me ask y'all this. So if a celebrity did do that with Alpha paraphernalia, would you all be opposed to capitalizing, making the most of it, having the brother come?
Hell yeah!
I'm gonna say no.
Absolutely,
I would.
Why not?
Yes, being opposed to it.
I would absolutely no. I wouldn't be opposed to using that as a platform to do something more. I mean, that's I agree with you guys in the sense that yes, they're going to win off of this in the end. Like at first, they started looking like fools, but in the end, they're going to win. I mean, he already apologized, like G said, and you said, Dale. They're going to end up, getting a lot of publicity, and for some reason, these young people, see this kind of celebrity and they follow like sheep.
That's gonna be
so a lot of guys are gonna want to be Kappas just because he did that.
Exactly.
A lot of guys are gonna be seeking out the information just because he did that. And so, I mean, for them, it is a win-win.
Yep.
So speaking of which, I have got in contact with brother Kundaya Williams from Beta Eta chapter, University of Cincinnati, Kappa Alpha Psi, Spring '99, correct, brother? Oh, sorry. Winter.
Right.
I'm sorry. Winter '99. So, hey, brothers, can you hear that, brother?
Yeah, we can hear you.
That's cool.
Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, so Lo, go ahead and ask the question of all questions.
Okay. Hey, what's up, cool? Much love, brother. Appreciate you coming on our cast this evening. I know you got a lot going on.
What's up, brother?
Hey, but just we need an official statement from your point of view and your fraternity. Like, what's going on with all this Boosie stuff? Y'all with it or against it?
I mean, of course we're against it. Like, ain't no fraternity. I don't know who will be for him, who isn't a member, who didn't travel down the same road we had to get the letters on his chest, to be accepting us and wearing letters on his chest. So that's the no-no. I understand that his brother's a Kappa. I feel that, he knew what he was doing. And then from there, it's education. I don't feel like he would necessarily try to front, because when I read the post, I didn't look at it as him saying, I am a Kappa. It was more of, I'm Kappa fresh. But, when you got some cats in the street, they don't know any better. But there was a time, regardless who you were, if you'd have been stopped by a bruh and you ain't a bruh, we gotta take that t-shirt off your chest.
Right.
That's just how it is. I mean, you didn't earn those. I don't care who you are. So that's the era that I come from when it comes to, anybody. I don't care celebrity or not. If you didn't come down that road, if you didn't earn those letters on your chest, you don't wear those letters, period, point blank.
All right.
Okay.
I like it.
So cool. 100% with that. But how is it? I mean, I don't know if you saw it or not. I just got told that that his actual brother, like you said, is a Kappa, but he was teaching him how to stroll, or y'all say shimmy, or whatever y'all do. But I mean, he was teaching him how to do that. Like, is that okay in the Kappa organization?
Say that again.
He said,
"Is that okay?"
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I said, is teaching a non-Greek how to stroll, do your shimmy, is that okay in your organization?
And I don't. First of all, I don't think shimmy, but being at the new era.
Gotcha.
That's some new stuff, and I mean it's borderline, right? Like now again, I saw that too. Someone sent me that clip. You know, one thing his brother was saying, we can show you the movement, but don't show us the yell. So he was trying to educate him on the move. You know what I mean? So I mean, anybody can dance. You know what I mean? You see people all the time in college that was doing the moves. It's endearment, but a lot of times you still be like, whoa. You know what I mean? So I think it's all in the hype right now. I think it's publicity for him. I personally would never ever show any other guy, brother or not, how to do a stroll of my fraternity.
Thanks.
I wouldn't do it. I know my chapter brothers wouldn't do it. I don't know what chapter he's from, family or not, but we would not nor ever show someone else how to do it. Now,
especially on live, so everybody can see.
Do it, but I'm not going to show you how to do it. If that makes sense.
But see, I think, but cool. I think this is Manasseh. I think that's part of the problem. That's why I was saying, like, who gonna really say something? Because the new era is different, man. It's just different. And guys like us who are older got a lot to lose. And when you're talking about somebody who might be from the streets, like it ain't gonna just be a conversation. Because his initial response was, do these niggas know who the fuck I am? Like, I'll wear whatever the fuck I want. And that's the conversation that he would be having with you when you try to confront him about that. And so my question to you is, what are you willing to do? How far are you willing to go to show, like, you got to take that off? Are you willing to throw them hands? You going to have to fight this cat? You going to be willing to die for them letters? Just for the dude to take the sweater off? And this new era ain't willing to do that. And the guys like us who was willing to do that back then ain't doing it now because we got too much to lose. That's all I'm saying. I would have saw it and I would have just let it go. I'd have been like, I mean, you know.
Hey man, I feel like it should be.
I'll say this, 43-year-old Nuke, myself, I would have an educated conversation with the brothers. Like, look, if I was to meet him, because I think realistically, if I saw a bruh with letters on his chest, it depends on how I feel. I might say, what's up, Chief? You know what I mean? Chop it up. I'm seeing letters on your chest, right? So that means you're part of my organization. Now, if you're not part of the organization, then it's going to be, I feel a grown man conversation. Look, man, you're not part of the organization. I suggest that you no longer wear those letters because you're not part. We would have to have that conversation. Now, young Coup, that's it.
I think, Coup, I think
take that shirt off. It's gonna be a problem.
Right. So cool. I think.
I got kids. You know what I mean? Like you're right.
Yeah.
I'm not about to sit here and try to fight you. You know what I mean? Street nigga or not, I don't got time for that. I'm in a different place in my life. But yeah.
Agreed.
Undergrad, there's an era like that. We didn't care who you were. Let's be honest.
No. Hey, cool. I will say is pretty much.
Hey, cool. Yeah, got a question for you.
Yeah. I will say pretty much. Young Cool is like Young Mean, Young Nash, Young Low, Young Fees, Young G, Young Dale. We all on the same page there. We appreciate the time, most noble Greek, for taking time out to chop it up with the PHARAOHS CLUB PHARAOHS CLUB Podcast. Please, let your brothers know that, come check us out.
Shout out to Beta Ada, Kappa Alpha Psi, University of Cincinnati in the building.
Freak Nick, look, hey.
University chapter around Beta Ada.
Oh yeah, you already know. Hey, Freak Nick, Sam 37, you already know. Hey, brother, we gonna holler at you, man. Thank you for your time.
Appreciate you, cool.
Yep.
100. So so pretty much, man, I guess I would say all old head Greeks on the same page was made the right way. You know me. we ain't on it. Back in the heyday, you gotta come off that big dog to me. I don't care who you are. So
hey, but what I was
appreciate cool. What I was coming through for that.
What I was gonna say real quick is, if anybody got to press or say something, it's got to be. I'm talking about the brother, not necessarily Boosie, but somebody got to throw the wood at his ass, brother. You know?
I agree.
Somebody else, I agree, because they can't. I mean, you can't realistically get to Boosie, but you can get to your bro who was made at your chapter.
And his cousin too. His cousin was around it too.
And his cousin too. So listen, it's got to be just like these young cats be running up on people with the camera. That got to be on camera too when they getting checked.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Hey,
Great point.
Great point, G. Was that the South Side coming out of you? The Mighty Z South Side coming out of you?
He right. Because like you said, you can't really get to Boosie for real. You're not going to get to him at all.
My brother is really a Kappa. If he's really a Kappa, it was his responsibility to hit you up and be like, man, you can't do this, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I love you.
Hey, man, but hey, I need to know where that 6G's gonna go though. I'm being honest. Shit, I might try to get in that shit. Hey, Boosie, girls getting that shit for 6G, nigga. I need 6G's, nigga. I like the bird.
All right, bros. So, at this moment, we're gonna do something a little different. So, we appreciate all the feedback from our podcast listeners. You know me, because everything that you're saying, we don't take for granted. We're very receptive of it, and it turns out we have a lot of female podcast listeners who appreciate our cast and give great feedback.
Where the ladies
at? Yeah, where the ladies at? So I'm gonna take this over to Yes Big Brother. Yes, Big Brother. Basically, we all married men on the cast who have our queens in our life. We adore and we are, very much in love with. And Dale, I got a question for you, man. What made you pick the queen of your life and opposed to someone else? And what made her wifey material to you?
For me, and this is for me, shit. Man, my wife was the complete package, man. Wife was the homie. We started out as friends. Shit, she cool. I could talk to her. And she was bad. And she had a head on her shoulder. She had a career in front of her. She had her ass in the back of her. So she had the complete package, man. So that's for me. So to answer in a general sense to women, you just gotta have it all, man. You can't just be one-sided. If my woman was just all into her career and like that was it, she didn't have like much of a personal life, we couldn't connect, we couldn't bond, and I wouldn't have married her. Or if she was all about the social life and she didn't have a business together, then I wouldn't have married her. So that's just me, just complete package all around.
Complete package. I like it. G, tell me about your queen, man, and why she's your queen now.
My nigga Kendo.
Hey, man.
Damn.
I think, I know that first, before I got to know the person who ended up making me better, ultimately that's what it came around to. She made me better. She made me want to do more in my life. She encouraged me and support me in all those things. She was from Jersey. She was beautiful, smart. But the biggest thing for me after all of that kind of settled and us being best friends and being able to travel the world together, I knew she would be a great parent, a great mother to my kids, to my future kids. And one thing that was important for me is my lineage and my family. And we shared the same core values of how we plan on structuring our family and raising our kids, man. And yeah, man. And you know, it was good too. You know what I mean? So all that helped.
Right. But so in your past, women you dealt with, you know, how did, you know, she stick out? Because I'm sure you had some of the.
She was just, you know, it's a feeling, man. It was just like I knew I met the person. You know what I mean? I didn't want for any. I had never felt that before. That sounds cliche as hell. You know what I mean? But I knew that I couldn't live without her. You know what I mean? I knew I wanted to build the rest of my life with her. You know, we got this saying that me and we heard guys called gray hair love. You know what I mean? So until, you know, that means it's affinity for us. You know what I mean? So I figured that out a long time ago.
Man, that's what's up, man. Yep. Okay, speaking of gray hair, mean.
Hey, man, I'm going to keep it real simple, bro. I seen my wife in, you know, the fall of 1994. Thanks to my best friend on the chat, brother Jason Fears. When I came to English class that day and she took them braids out, I was like, she is number one on the list. So, I mean, other than that, she's my best friend. She can finish my rap verses, you know. Hey, it's like Brown Sugar the movie, brother. You already know. She my everything. So what can I say, man? The rest speaks for itself.
Oh, happy hour killers.
Man,
hey, hashtag.
Hey, Nash, let's table this real quick. I guess we gotta come back, right, G?
Yeah. Let's come back and we can pick up with
table this. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's what's up, B. That's and I like having that queen, man. My brother Nas, man. I mean, woo, that Florida living, man. Tell me what's like being down there with your queen down in Florida, please, and why?
Man, you know, it's just been a journey. You know, like anything else in life. I know you all know. Everybody listening knows how that is. I think, you know, with finding my wife, it was more fate than anything else. At the time, I was kind of, you know, I was about 27 years old, just kind of sick of the whole dating game and that whole thing. And shout out to my boy and our frat brother, Wesley Odom Bowles. He actually took me to a place one day I didn't want to go. And apparently my wife friends took her to a place that she didn't want to go to. And you know, in my mind, I'd always said that, you know, like if I needed somebody to kind of like see something in me that they might want to approach me, because I just wasn't ever that person who was going to kind of come and holler at you like that. So, I mean, she saw me and approached me, and it was just like we've been together ever since. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just been you know, all of the things that you want from, you know, you try to look for in a woman, just somebody who can be, you know, faithful and somebody who can hold you down. And, you know, we always talk about that ride or die. And I had a friend tell me one time, like, why we always got to die? Like, why can't we just ride? You know, so, but like, you know, somebody who can ride and be uncomfortable or whatever it is that they do with us, you know, it's hard to be with us men sometimes, but, you know, just finding somebody who can have those qualities that are willing to, you know, help you grow. Like Geno said, like, I appreciate, you know, that statement from Geno is just somebody that can help you be a better person. I felt like I, you know, was a good person, but, you know, women always round off those rough edges for us, I think. And so I felt like she did that, like, for me. When she met me, like, I was I was who I was. I had done a few things and been a few places, but like, you know, as men, we still always a little bit rough. And they just come and kind of shave those rough edges off like a carpenter, you know what I'm saying? Make us round and make us more, you know, unique and more presentable. And so that's what she did for me, you know what I'm saying, at the time that I probably needed the most. And she had a great family background and all of that. So
no doubt.
That was it.
No doubt. All right, Fees. I mean, you've been the most transparent brother with your life, man. I mean, what's going on, man? Tell me about, you know, where you at and you saying how you found what you found, my brother.
It's kind of interesting. You know, long story short, I was living in Cincinnati, and we met in Cincinnati. We both from Columbus, and one of my good friends that I grew up with, we went to high school together. She's married into the family, and they have like a girls' night every month, and they rotated based on where they lived. And this particular time, one of the other cousins lived in Cincinnati at the time, and it was her turn to host the girls' night. So my friend called me just on some like, hey, what can we do? We're having our girls' night in Cincinnati. You know, can you give us a couple spots or blah, blah, blah. So I was like, oh, yeah. Matter of fact, let's meet up. And in fact, Lo, we met at Mahogany's when it was on the banks. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And, you know, nice little spot. I met them out. It was about 6 of them. Told my friend, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Who's that? And at the same time I was doing that, she was kind of asking my friend the same thing. Like, she wanted it just to be a girls' night. Like, man, who is this guy that you brought? Anyway, we ended up hitting it off, and she lived in Columbus. I lived in Cincinnati. We just talked on the phone, and to me, that's what did it, was the fact that, you know, we didn't go on no dates. We just would talk and just talk every day, dude, to the point where, you know, I was calling her from work, and she was calling me, and I mean, we just developed a friendship, and that's basically what it started out as, and. You know, Jen, you know, she just kind of, you know, swept me a little bit. And she ended up moving to Cincinnati. We hit it off more. We got more serious and got together. And kind of just like everybody else said, I mean, I kind of looked at her worst flaw, and I was like, oh, that, you know, it ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that was it. And I know my Sands had always told me, like, man, relationships ain't about birthdays and holidays, and he was like, it's about them regular days. Can you deal with somebody on them regular days? That Monday on July 13th or that Saturday on September 4th. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, those regular days, can you be with this chick and maintain when y'all not sexing and doing all that? Can you just sit down and have a conversation with her and laugh? And we could. And we kind of, based on our backgrounds, family and everything, we kind of grew up in the same kind of lane, you know, and that's where we kind of vibed. And to G's point, you know, when it comes to, you know, raising kids, you know, we kind of had a lot of the same ideas and wants when it came to that. And that was attractive to me. I already had a child coming into the relationship, and she was super accepting of it. And I mean, it was like nothing. And she didn't, I mean, it was like the relationship was on without a hiccup. And I was really worried about that. And she made that so easy. And that even brought me in closer. And, you know, even though we've gone through some problems, you know, and mostly on my part, she's a good girl. And, you know, she got a lot of drive. She got a lot of energy. You know, she's sexy as fuck, you know, sexiest chick I ever been with. And she got a great mind. And, you know, we just hit it off, man. And, you know, we still grinding. We still working. Things ain't,
yes,
man, that nail ain't in the coffin yet. So
yes,
I'm still grinding, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. God bless, brother. God bless.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Lo.
God bless. God bless.
Hey, Lo, are you going to anchor it or?
Yeah, your turn, Lo.
Hold on. I'm going to anchor it in a minute. But so I understand why all y'all, you know, are with y'all queens or whatever. You know, that's y'all put that out there. But I guess I'm trying to figure out what really separated. I mean, I know we've all been with other females prior to our wives now. I mean, how did you not know, you know, you was with someone else prior to that she wasn't the one? I mean, you had to have somebody else. I mean, what was the qualities? What separated? You know,
I've been a you know, a romantic my whole life. Like, so you know what I'm saying? I've been falling in love with girls since I was in the 4th grade. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm serious, man. It's just part of it. I was spraying my mama's cologne, my perfume on letters, and I was writing poems and shit. Hit the girls in 4th grade, my G.
Casanova.
Peppy Russell. Peppy look.
D'Angelo Russell.
D'Angelo Russell, right? You know what I'm saying? You gotta feel that. You gotta feel that. But I've known what love was before, I'm saying. And so it wasn't like, that's not my story. You know, it's like, you know, I'd never fallen in love before, and this was the first person that ever made me feel like that. Like I felt like I've known what love was before. I just felt like this was more like fate for me. It was like at a time where I had kind of like shunned away women and wasn't really
that talk,
like the dating scene and all of that stuff was just like whack. Like I just felt like you know, the things that I was looking for I wasn't getting. And so you know, here come this, you know, this woman in this situation where I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, I'm not a guy like G. Like G is this, you know, 6'9", handsome dude. You know, he can walk in and get a chick anytime he wants. Like I'm not that guy. Like I've never had that kind of like pizzazz, I guess, or whatever.
And he played for the Bengals.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've never had that, but you know, in my mind, I said I'm gonna have to find somebody who actually sees something in me and wants to, like, you know, be a part of my life. And that's exactly how I found my wife. Like she literally walked up to me in a bar and was like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, I'm looking around like, who are you talking to? So like, for me, it just blew my head off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, in that for me, I remember leaving the bar and telling Wes, like I said, "You changed my life." And he looked at me, he was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "I don't know what's going on, but tonight, you bringing me here. I didn't even want to be here." He brought me to some smoky, like, pub spot. Like, it was like white people in there.
In the Oregon
district.
Typical West. Typical West.
Like the Oregon district in Dayton.
This Oregon district in Dayton, exactly. It was called the Dublin Pub. And I was like, "Yo, I don't want to go there." I was like, "Let's wait until later and I'll meet you at the spot." And you're like, "Nah, you coming with me. I'm kidnapping you. I already drove. You ain't got your car." I was like, "God, I gotta go." I go, and then here come this woman walking in the bar with a bunch of white people, and she got this rap on looking like Erykah Badu, and I'm like, "Look at this chick! Like, why she put on these white folks?" Like,
that's wonderful.
Queen.
And it just happened like that. So just to your point, you know, it was fate. I felt like that separated it for most of, you know, the other people.
Can I chime in low real quick?
Yeah.
Like
go ahead,
for me, like Jennifer, she was the first chick that she showed a genuine interest in me. She was trying to find out about me. And I had dealt with a lot of chicks where, you know, it was kind of on the surface where they was trying to find out about me, you know, what's my birthday, where I'm from, what do I like, that on the surface type shit. She was trying to find out about me, you know what I'm saying, what makes me tick, what angers me, what excites me, and was genuinely interested in me, you know what I'm saying? This chick used to take her mama's car to come to Cincinnati to see me, you know what I'm saying? Like, not like for the weekend. Like, hey, I got a couple of hours. I'm about to spend two of those hours. I'm gonna come see you real quick, and then I got to get back. Like, she's driving 2 hours. She's driving 2 hours with me to spend a half an hour with me.
Fees, is the pipe that good, brother?
God damn.
Hey, that's well, and she drove up another time for that too, but that's another story. But what I'm saying is, she took the time to really get to know me, man. And nobody had ever done that before. You know what I'm saying?
True that.
And that meant a lot to me because, like Nass's point, you know, I'm 5'8", 155. You know what I'm saying? I ain't this model type dude. You know what I'm saying? I can count the amount of chicks on my hand in my life that approach me. So, you know, for her to show such an interest, that meant a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? And she was bad. You know what I'm saying? She was bad. So to me, the fact that she showed that interest and was genuine about it and was willing to share some personal things in her life that opened me up for me to share some things, that meant a lot to me, and it stuck. And I mean, we kind of been linked ever since. You know what I'm saying? So just that genuine interest, man.
Let me chime in real quick, Lo.
Go ahead, man.
Piggyback on a couple things that y'all brothers said. One thing for me, and I think for all y'all, I think that actions speak volumes, right? You know what I'm saying? And just like Jen did for Jay, you know, my wife did for me. You know, my wife she was in fucking Idaho. Nigga, she was in Idaho and I was living in Columbus, and she would have to catch like a 3-hour shuttle bus to a nearest airport and then catch that flight to a connecting flight all the way to Ohio to just be with me for like a day and do all that shit to go right back to fucking Idaho. So ladies, if y'all listening, because y'all was the one that posted this question, you know what I'm saying, man, show motherfuckers that y'all about something with action. You know what I'm saying? Like support them, believe in them.
Talk that shit, Dale. You
know, right. Like I said it in my vows, and I mean it. Like you know, it was times that I ain't believe in myself, and my wife believed in me, and that shit kept me fucking going, man. Yeah.
That's how they been riding with us though from day one.
That's it.
I'm sorry, they've been holding us down. It's us that need to show a little bit more as far as what we do. Not them.
Hey, Nas, hey, brothers. I mean, so like Dale, for the listeners out there, men are so simple. We are children at the end of the day. The way our brains operate, we think, you know. So if you show interest in a man, it's like watering a plant. You know, they say when kids grow up, you know, the female is way more advanced than the male. And that's just in life in general. We don't catch up with you guys at all. Like, I mean, women are light years ahead of men. And, you know, if you just water your plant, you know, listen, it's going to grow. So for me, I will say this, how I found my queen. You know, I've dealt with, obviously, women in the past. But B, she was just different. I mean, when I initially met her, Dale, you remember I was actually with you. We was at the club trying to.
Oh God!
I was trying. Listen, I can tell the story now. We seen
you can.
Her friend. We see, it was me and Dale. It was at this little club in Cincinnati. We seen her friend. I was like, hey, girl, you know that little, you know what I'm saying, young boy stuff. And they turned around. And I'm like, nah, not you. We talking to the other girl.
Damn.
Hold on now. So Shorty come back over. They'll chopping up with her. G, this for you, Jania. So don't ain't nothing going on.
Please, shout out to my wife. Shout out to my wife. You know what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Queen G, you know what it is, Queen G.
So they both come back over or whatnot. So they'll chopping up with Shorty, and I'm talking to the B, and you know, it was like, well, she looked at me like what do you want? Like y'all didn't even want me back over here. I'm just like, well, shit, you know, hey, how you doing? I mean, you know, you here now. It was weird at first, but she did give me her extension, and I definitely used it. And look where we are now. But our process was like it was wild because she had a lot going on, and I had a lot going on too. I was back and forth from I was living in Dayton at the time, back and forth to Cincinnati. She was down here, and pretty much I would say, as we talk about water the plant, like she believed in me. Everything I said, every dream I had, she was having my back 100%. It still does to this day. And her ambition and drive and where she wanted to go, where I wanted to go, and what I wanted to build, you know, it was like it just lined up together. You know, they always talk about equally yoked. You know, that means something from dreams, from family to you're talking about raising kids. All that stuff matters, and that's why I mean we still in bliss to this day. So shout out to all the wives, especially my wife, my queen bee. You know, for always having her back. You're saying,
Gina,
give me two
Brian,
beautiful boys.
Kendall,
yes.
Lita, Jen,
absolutely.
Monty.
Hey, Lo.
I hate to come on the tail end because I wanted you to wrap that up, man. But I got to tell y'all something real fast, man. I promise I won't be long. But I feel like I ain't never really said this out loud. When I graduated from Wilberforce, I ended up getting a full scholarship to the University of Kentucky, right? And to attend school. But I was ignorant, bro. I wasn't really realizing what that opportunity was going to allow me. And I met Kendall on the right before, like, shortly before my decision had to be made, was I going to take this full ride? And my decision was basically like, yo, man, I don't want to be, you know, I'm used to be at HBCU, small situation, all black people. You know, I don't want to be out there in the grass with a whole bunch of people that don't look like me. And I remember she told me, bro, you'll be a fool to leave that money on the table, because what you're going to go get, you only going to go water. Speaking of water, you know what I mean? Unity with that opportunity. So had it been not for her, I wouldn't have took my full ride to get my master's degree at the University of Kentucky. Damn. So, yeah, man, I just had to say that. And then lastly, I'll bring it back to y'all brothers, especially Lo, since he's hosting. It was a beautiful thing, and it was an honor for you and Dale to allow me to take pictures and do video at y'all wedding, man. And I gotta say, I was proud of y'all. Y'all look, just like you said, you look like you in bliss, brother. The way you was looking at her, yeah. I still got the footage on both of y'all. I still got your vows, Dale, on tape.
Crying, nigga.
Yeah,
tears, dog.
Dog, I'm gonna react. I'm gonna react low. This low.
Yes, sir.
True.
Yes, sir. Skinny Low. That was Skinny Low too.
Oh, you can run, but you can't hide. Not with these guys.
Hey, Low.
Sir.
Hey, Low. I got a monkey wrench. Though. Hold on. Since we debate about all this time about, you know, what's the model wife to be, right? Like, say if you wasn't with your wife, you have to choose, right? Just give me a little stack. I had to throw this monkey wrench in here. I'm gonna throw this up.
Where's this going?
Yeah, buddy, here it come. Boom.
Here we go.
Yeah, since we talking about model wife,
you can already cancel the one on the right, the right bottom.
Yeah. Who is that?
Okay.
Who is that?
Hey,
is that Kim?
Them look good.
Me.
Yeah,
Kim. So nice.
Hold on. Yes,
she's such a pleasant person.
So let's take it to the brotherhood smoke. Okay, I see what we're doing here. So, ladies, we're gonna talk about enhancements. And we're gonna talk about y'all.
This is gonna be real.
We're gonna talk about this weave, the lashes, the ass. You know, doctor, the tit doctor, the tummy tuck, all that. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say some real. Listen. Oh yeah, we coming your way, Nas. Listen, I'm gonna say this real quick. I grew up in a house with women, right? Well, I used to get dressed for school. Used to be weave on the sink. Yes, weave on the sink every morning. So in my household now, we don't do weave because I can't take it. Listen, my boys will not grow up with have to try to brush their teeth, look at a wig sitting on the sink. Wow. We ain't doing that over here. But I allowed my wife for the first time since we've been together the last 19 years to get braids in her hair. We went out of town for vacation. And those actually worked for me. But other than that, we won't do that over here. So, Nas, what do you think about these women who had these caterpillars on their eyes?
Caterpillars. Oh,
oh my God. Uh-oh.
Go ahead, Nas.
Now, listen. I love, y'all know I got to give disclaimers because I don't want, sometimes the way I talk gets a little bit raw. I have a mother, I have 2 older sisters, I have a plethora of nieces and aunties and cousins who are all female friends who I love dearly. I have a wife who I love dearly. But I agree with you wholeheartedly that this thing is getting out of control. With the weaves and the extensions and the lashes. And for me as a man, this is just a personal preference. I prefer a natural woman. I just prefer to see who you are as a person and make my decision on if I love you or not, or like you or think you're attractive or not, based off of who you look like actually. So like you said, Lo, just real quick, you talked about like, growing up. And like the word that my mama used to, that I can hear my mother saying, like ringing through my ears is, I got to put my face on. I got to put my face on. Like when we go to church or whatever, I got to put my face on. And so now today's lingo is gone from putting your face on to getting your beat on. These girls put the beat
putting
on.
Putting your body on.
Right. And so like, but some of them are beating themselves to death. You're beating yourselves to death. You spray paint like Picasso on your face and you look completely different than you do in real life. And that's just not fair to anyone involved. Like, it's not fair to you. It's not fair to us. Because honestly, for me, I feel like it does come from, like, it is a little bit of like insecurity and things that like, I know like a lot of the stuff from the past kind of creeps up in there, but there are so many options to Black women, that the short haircut, the bob, you can do so many things to yourself. Like, you don't have to like make yourself look like drag almost to the point where you got so much makeup on that I can't tell that if you're a drag queen or if you really are a woman. I don't know. From a distance, I can't tell. And so I would prefer a woman who's a little more natural. I understand that there's times you're gonna have to throw your liner on, your eyeliner, you put your makeup on because you want to look, we going out, you got your dress up on. I get that. But I believe that you should at least embrace the fact of you being who you are. Who's what's the old girl's name? Swiss Beats wife, Alicia Keys. Like, like she got a lot of flack for stop wearing makeup, but I appreciate that shit so much.
Everybody can't do that though.
She looks who not everybody can, but not everybody has to like have this whole little like, makeup thing, like this artistic thing going on before you go out to go get some groceries. Right? It's just not necessary. And the weaves and the wigs, come on guys, just do your hair.
Well, I mean, well, Nas, look, okay, you got your hood rat tendencies on that side. We already know what
I'm so passionate about this. I love women so much. Let's talk about this.
So my thing is, I'm gonna leave it. It's a time and place for it. You know what I'm saying? But when you take it to the extreme, like Nas saying, yeah, I'm not down with that. But I mean, like, professionally, I mean, it is a tone that you can set. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do heavy makeup, but you can do it to the extent that it's professional. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, on your free time, like you say, Nas, you be who you are. You don't have to get dolled up to go to the damn grocery store or, go to the gas station.
I agree.
Okay, hold on, Feezy. Okay, that's makeup though, Dad. I mean, me. What about lashes, weave, a tit job?
You talking about the Tammy Faye Bakers?
So wait a minute. So weave. Okay. So weave to. You got to get you a good hairdresser. I mean, I've seen weave that look so good. Look, I see weave that looks so good. You don't even know a woman wearing weave. But if you go into the wrong chick in the hood and them tracks is showing and glue is, I mean then you out of hand with that. And I mean, it's your job. Look, if she's married or she's with a good brother should let her know, hey, baby, hey. Hey, tighten that up. You know what I'm saying? Because you represent me. You know what I'm saying? Like when somebody look at you, you looking at me. So hey, man, tighten up. That's all. Just tighten it up.
Let me
Look.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say.
It's on your face.
It's hard for me because I literally have never dealt with a woman in a relationship that had weave, you know, a little eyeliner, lipstick, you know what I'm saying? But when it gets to where they like the foundation and you know, all just everything where it takes them like 45 minutes to put this face on, you know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to the weave, I'm not really down with that. You know, okay, you want to get you some little micro braids, all right, but you know, that's cool. That's the extent is the braids.
Yeah.
But I'm not with that shit, man. I want you to be natural. You know what I'm saying? If your hair can't grow long, then embrace the short style. You know what I'm saying? But if I could be devil's advocate, women grow up, makeup and that stuff. It's not about what I don't have. It's about, you know, it's fun to them. That's what girls do. They grow up wanting to do that. Makeup is a part of what they do, weave and having a different look and having a different style. So a lot of times it doesn't have anything to do with
I don't agree with that.
I don't know,
and I'm going to tell you why.
The reason why, the reason why I say that, I know chicks that got long hair that have gotten weave. And I've even asked them, why are you getting weave? Like, oh, well, I just want to get this look. I want to get the ombre. You know what I'm saying? The ombre look going on and all this. I want to have a different look, you know? So that's why I can't say, and I'm talking about bad chicks that get weave in their heads, that got a head full of hair. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's about the dress up. It's about the drama and the new looks and the different styles that they can do with that. Some of them chicks is lazy and don't feel like doing their own hair. You know what I'm saying?
I respect what you're saying, and I think that back in the day that was a big deal. Like, you know, girls would have Barbie dolls or whatever, they would dress them up, yada yada yada, XYZ. But I'm gonna tell you what the biggest piece in today's in modern times why women are okay with this cosmetic enhancements is because of that goddamn social media. You know what I'm saying? Because when they see chicks online with fat asses, flat stomachs, fat titties, long weave and all that shit, they want that shit. Period. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to work out no more. Don't nobody want to get serious about fitness to get in shape to get all that shit. They trying to go to Dr. Miami and try to go get some
transfers and all that
5K.
shit.
Trying to do all that shit, and they've normalized that.
5K.
They might be right, Dale.
They Dr. Miami getting paid though.
But I was
hold on. Hey, real quick. So I kind of agree with you, but so someone who's living in the cesspool, I call Hollywood, where I mean they've been doing this for years out there, you know, getting these upgrades. Gee, tell me something, man.
Well, what I would say, I'm gonna answer from a personal standpoint first before I talk about environmentally or where I'm at.
He like that bush. You already know how he like the bush. So
here's the thing, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my wife has long, natural, beautiful locks. You know what I mean? Like, her shit is like a mane. It's so beautiful. But there are moments where, here's the thing, and some women don't like, and I'm not talking about my wife. I'm separated. Go back. Some women use weave because they don't want to press their hair. They don't want to have
that heat. That heat is bad for your hair.
So sometimes they go to wigs and they use weaves and stuff like that. Or like Feezy said, they want to probably achieve a different look. They probably need a little filler, is what they call it, a little fluff to it. I can understand that. I'm gonna sound ignorant when I say this, but my wife, every now and again she'll get some braids, which I love. I love micro braids, and like I said, she has a beautiful mane of hair. But it's been a couple times where she'll use a couple pieces to kind of push under to like fill it out a little bit, and I'm all right with that. But the ignorance in that will be she don't need it.
Right.
Yes, I guess I have a problem with women that wear weave that need it. That sounds stupid.
Right. I feel you, G. I'm the same way because Jen got long hair.
Yeah.
And
as far as makeup goes, I've been blessed, man. Like I said, my wife is gorgeous, so she don't need it. A nice little lip. We'll wear some lashes. I know Lo don't like those, but I'm cool with them.
I'm not down with any of that shit.
I don't like
fake
the
nails, fake lashes, none of that shit, bro.
I'm cool with that, but reason why is because usually when that happens, if she's putting on any of that kind of like extra makeup than she normally does to go out every day or some lashes, it's because it's some like a gown, like a ballroom kind of thing, like a big event, that kind of situation. But on a regular day, like a concert and that ain't happening. You know what I mean?
But G, let me ask you this: how did lashes become like okay? Like who on this planet said like, you know what?
Tammy Faye Baker.
Girl, get some lashes. Like get some lashes. Ain't no man said that.
That's that European shit, bro.
Who started this shit?
Man, you know who started it. It's a lot of this is like he said, like Dale said, a lot of it is from the internet. Like you see
social media, man.
You say internet, I'm talking about like the Kim Kardashians and all of these people who are trend setting online for some reason and they can make people do what they want them to do. And so like these people, like, look at this. Like they want that look. They want to look like Beyonce. Beyonce has some fake lashes on.
That's a horrible picture of Obama. I'm gonna say that right now. You gotta
I think that's
good. I think she looks good right there.
I think she looks beautiful. I don't
know. You know, Lo.
That's the second time you don't scary.
Hey, I'm gonna save you, Lo.
Riri looks scary too.
I'm gonna say
Riri look good, bro.
That's
natural. But listen, this is a
no
thing,
makeup.
Hey, listen, this is a thing for me. Like, I understand when women talk, have this issue, especially about a lot of these other women from other cultures, that cultural, appropriation thing, and they feel like they're taking a lot of their looks. But I feel like what Black women are doing too is like, you don't look like this. They're trying to look like you, and then so what are you doing? Why are you putting on the lashes? Why are you putting on all this makeup? Why are you putting on these wigs? Because they trying to look like you and you trying to look like them. I don't understand the concept. Like, I want you to be you. I love you for who you are.
So just to wrap that up, what we saying as men, most of us are saying, we appreciate you for your naturalness. Just embrace that. Don't try to embark and try to
do your costume jewelry when you want to, but not all the time.
Hey man, the GOAT Nas made a song called Black Girls Lost.
Every once in a while, at least show us what you really look like.
Listen, PCP does not PCP does not endorse the GOAT as Nas. We gonna say it like that. Hey, we'll be back. We'll be back shortly.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, so as you was saying, I mean, Queens, we said we appreciate you guys, we love you, but just try to enhance what you have. You know what I mean? Obviously, you don't. I mean, if you want long hair, you know what I mean? I understand you might be able to grow it, but maybe short hair works for you. I mean, I guess get a man's perspective before you go crazy and get caught up in social media, trying to catch up with the Kardashians, things like that. You know, find you somebody who advice you can really.
But a lot of that comes from men too. We gotta support women that help them out. You know, let them know like, hey, you don't need that love on them.
We gotta stop giving them. We gotta stop giving them all these goddamn likes, because that's what's driving it. Them likes is what's driving the culture, man. And real quick, as far as my point of view on body enhancements and shit, I don't think that it's anything. I prefer natural, all natural. My wife is all natural. Shout out to my wife, man. She's amazing. she just locked her shit. She just locked her shit. So she going through the process. Her shit is locking. Looks amazing, beautiful, baby. But
Dale trying to get some cool points.
No, but I'm with Dale because my wife is natural too. But I have to tell her, like, my wife, you know, she's sexy, she got body, and
hell no.
I try to support her.
If you're gonna get some surgery done, my thing is with the surgery, it just can't be over the top. Like, if you're gonna get some surgery, like,
you looking like Jessica Rabbit.
Hey Dale, what's who say thigh to ass ratio?
The thigh to, shout out to my son, thigh to ass ratio. That shit is so real. You got toothpicks legs and like a fat ass, it just don't match.
Hey, you gotta, ladies,
you gotta do it.
Embrace yourself. Embrace yourself. Appreciate who you are. A lot of what you're thinking in your head or what you're going to do to your body, you really don't need to do. And you can look at there's a lot of bad examples out there for you to look at. The Little Kims, the Vivica Foxes. There's a lot of women out there that were beautiful women before they did anything to themselves and thinking that they needed to do something to themselves to make themselves more beautiful, and they already beautiful. And again, a lot of black men, it's a lot of our fault because we gotta support that. They're seeing us, they're seeing a lot of men be attracted to that. And they feel like if they don't do it, then they're not gonna get picked. And who doesn't want to get picked? And so, like,
give me the stretch marks. Give me the stretch marks all day, baby.
Hey,
all
man.
day.
Like a tiger.
Give me a
Give me
like a tiger.
Like a tiger.
Low,
you know I don't fuck with Aubrey, but he said some real shit.
Yeah.
Sweatpants, you know I don't fuck with him.
De La Soul, baby fat.
Chilling with no makeup on.
Man, my nigga Cat.
De La Soul, baby fat.
My nigga Cat Williams is like, you like a tiger, you know what I'm saying? With them stripes on them thighs, you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, listen, Dale is so funny, man. As much as he knocks Aubrey, don't y'all know that man in his wedding came out to Aubrey? That's amazing to me.
Yeah.
But hey, let me ask you this though, Dale. So me say shout out to your wife, TG, or all that. So what about, you know, hey, I want actually all y'all, but real quick, Dale, you kick this off. I'm just gonna rattle the two real quick. So we said what we like our women to do, you know, how we like to be natural, all these things like that. But what's the pet peeves? You know, tell me something that just maybe not your wife, but just women in general. Something just they need to know they got to stop doing out here in these streets.
Yes,
I'm gonna let somebody. I ain't gonna jump off the bridge first. I'm gonna let somebody else take that. I'll come in.
I'll throw a couple out there. We gonna double dutch through this thing. You hear me? We're gonna be double dutching through this motherfucker. Everybody gonna be sitting there like, wait.
Look, G was over there doing that Homer Simpson gif when he fall back in the bushes, like.
No.
Yeah. Well, you know what? How about I kick this off then?
Oh man.
Yeah. A big pet peeve for me right now, I mean, we didn't touch on that, is this social media. You know what I mean? Social media is like, has taken over our youngsters, but, you know, our grown folks too. And when I see a woman, a lady, a female, just pouring her heart out, you know, about maybe a relationship she done had, or, you know, just something about maybe her our baby's father just didn't, do the right thing. Just ladies, stay off of social media with your emotions. Please keep that inside, because ain't nothing but a screenshot. All the time, I see someone on social media, I just screenshot, send to my wife, we laugh about it, and everybody else, because it's entertaining. And screenshots last forever, but I hate it when I see, and I know men do it too, but mostly I'm seeing a lot of women, it's a lot of bashing going on, and just stop it. That's what I got for that.
I just don't like to add on to your point, Lo, I don't like all the thirst trapping, man. Just period.
That's true. Yeah.
A lot of these women think they got to value themselves by thirst trapping on IG and social media. So, I mean, again, like we all agree, it just devalues their value off top. I mean, for real dudes, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, man, IG is like, it's crazy, dog. It's so much thirst trapping on that joint. And you got levels of thirst trapping. Like, I mean, bras be going to Popeye's Chicken to get a chicken sandwich, but they got to be dolled up with a thong on with shades. I'm like, yo, in Popeye's, man? Come on, man. You tripping out here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
not for the bird, G, Not for the bird.
I'm going to come a little more personal, man. I'm going to come a little more personal.
Thank you, Jay.
Stop always thinking you right all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you not right all the time. You don't know everything, and you're not right all the time.
You're not right all the time.
Sometimes you can be wrong. Sometimes you can be enlightened. Sometimes somebody can tell you something that you might not have the best knowledge of, and accept it. You ain't got to be right. That's a pet peeve of mine. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. I told y'all this is double Dutch. Hold on. No. You got yours off. Let me get mine off. I got a bunch of them on here. Let me see. I've been married 15 years, and we've all been in relationships before, and we've all been through a bunch of stuff. Let me throw one out there for you. How about the to-do list? How about I'm sick of the goddamn to-do list?
Whoa. Hey, talk that talk, my nigga.
How about the to-do list? Damn, how about y'all always got a to-do list? And fellas, y'all all know what the to-do list is.
And conveniently throw it in your face what that damn to-do list is.
It's usually like a week-long plethora of things that you got to get done before Sunday or Saturday or something like that, right? So I said to myself, man, maybe I need to come up with a to-do list, right? And maybe now, as men, we need to step up and start doing a to-do list. And I'm thinking the to-do list got stuff to do. Like, by Wednesday, I need a head job. By Saturday, I need a hand job.
Hey,
We having sex twice this week.
hey,
Some dome when I get
And you gonna let me finish.
Some dome when I get home.
some dome when I get home.
I'm just saying, gentlemen, ladies,
you are Negro Damas, my brother. That shit is fucking genius, my nigga.
You about to get a list right back. When I get my list, you gonna get a list. And if I get mine done, you'll get yours done.
Dale, you begin the to-do list too?
Hey, hopefully this.
I love this. Hey, why you got a to-do list for me? I got a to-do list for you.
Man, look,
it won't get done until mine get done. Let's go.
Hey, hopefully these lists don't get y'all ass kicked out the crib.
Nah, this is fair.
Perfectly reasonable.
This is fair and reasonable. This is
what you expect us to do. This is what we expect you to do.
Dale, you just lost all your coupons right there. You had it all. You had it up there.
You was on the road.
Stand up for ourselves, gentlemen.
Nah, man. Equal rights for the men. I'm with you, Nas. I'm with you, brother.
Hey, you was on fire though.
Yeah, you was on fire to that, Dale.
No, I gotta back my dude up. That shit is fire.
Hey, me.
I got another one. Come on, where y'all at?
He was pulling up from half court. He was knocking them down in there.
Knocking them down to that moment.
Let's go.
He had that Chris Webber. He had that Chris Webber T.O. That Chris Webber T.O.
Yeah.
He called the timeout too early.
Hey, see, what y'all don't realize, I'm pulling up from halftime. That shit is cool for now, but when she pull out that to-do list and I ain't got shit done, it's a whole nother story.
Hey, but listen, Nas, for you real quick. So, we always hear happy wife, happy life. So, was it happy husband. What?
Hey, listen, man. And listen, when everything is equal rights these days, right? We supposed to be #MeTooing. We supposed to be respecting everybody's, space. We supposed to make sure we elevating everybody because we all human beings. All right. And all of the lines have been blurred. I'm a stay-at-home dad. All of this shit where this barbarianism where men go out and make the bacon and women stay at home. All of these rules is dead now. That's, you know what I mean? We need to blow this whole thing up and start with some real fresh ideas that fit everybody's lifestyle. And this is what it is, right? We all together. This is a union. This is a partnership as marriage. We got to be partners. This is a business. And you get what you want most of the time. All I'm saying is I'm coming up with a list too, my G. You want a list? I'm coming up with a list too. I'm going to get your list done, but I want my list done too. Fair.
I ain't mad. Look, you know what? It's always about what works in your home. I'm going to tell you like this. In my home, happy life, happy wife, I'll find my happiness. You know what I mean? I know how to seek my happiness. I gotta listen.
But see, that ain't what we talking about. So, like, I gotta wait. I gotta jump back to what Geno said a couple weeks ago. How y'all don't ever answer the question. The question is, what's the pet peeves? What are the pet peeves?
Okay,
I'm gonna be honest. I just don't like to argue over small bullshit. That's insignificant. You know. Me, I'm simple, man. I just like to get through my day without no stress, man. Like, stop. I can't pinpoint what, but you know what I'm talking about. Them little small arguments that turn into like, all right, we got to do this 10-minute silence. You take your ass upstairs. I got to be downstairs for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit irritates me, man. So, hey, I'm with you, Nas. I answered the question. Small shit. Look, don't sweat the small shit. That's my motto.
Hey, man, for me, it's not remembering what I told you. Then when I bring it to you, like, you didn't tell me that. I'm like, but I told you that. I made sure I told you as soon as I got the information. You know what I'm saying? So now it's about time for us to make moves on what I told you about. Now you don't know now you forgot.
That's when you need that home stenographer.
Man, I can't stand it. So,
but G, so yeah. That's about your wife, right?
Yeah.
Give me a general just about women in general.
A general pet peeve about women.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh, I got. Let me run them off. Hold on. Let me mute everybody else. Hold on. All right. Here you go. Though. Hold on. These are the things that pet peeves for me. When I was single, women had to wear socks in the bed with me. I couldn't have them have bare feet. Yep. They had to wear socks. They come over to the crib. I have a drawer full of socks that they can wear. All right. They can't sleep with me with no socks. I don't like they feet up.
So
on
they
my
got
head.
socks and the monkeys hanging out.
Hold on. Hold on. The other thing is, I don't like gel down weaves. Like, I mean, on the like sideburns, you know, when girls do that little thing or they side like that. Nah, bro. Don't come to me or come around me with no gel down sideburns. I can't deal with you. Again, my shit, you know, my baby is natural. You know, I just can't do the toothbrush and all that. I can't deal with it. Then I got one more.
That nigga said he can't.
Bro, this is a general situation. Woman should get in the pet peeve if you know what I'm saying, if a chick don't get up this is before I was married now. But if a chick don't get up before me to try to get in the shower after something, I can't see you a second time. You should be jumping for the shower before me. And I jump up quick because I can't lay there. I'm a person, I ain't really no cuddler. I got to get up and get in the shower just to get that off me. If you ain't quicker than me, I probably ain't going to see you a second time. That was when I was single.
You said you got to get that funk up off your back before you fuck with me.
I'm the kind of person that could take like 5 showers a day. You know what I mean? I'm that guy. So.
Man, G, that is priceless. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing.
hold on. Hey, let me ask y'all this. Hold on. Is it just me? Did it ever bother y'all if a female's bra didn't match her panties?
I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Lo, but not. Well, yes, it does.
It does for me.
Coordinate.
And you know what? I'm gonna be honest. Jim was on that shit, and that shit turned me on even more, bruh. I'm telling you, man.
Hey man, listen. I got more, man. We can't hold on. We can't just let go with this.
Nas, they need to know. Let them know.
Hey, listen. All right, so how about when they say this phrase right here? Ooh. Hey babe, what do you think about? I didn't think about. I never thought about whatever you were gonna say after that statement. I never thought about it. What do you think about painting the kitchen? I never thought about painting the kitchen. I never thought about it. Why are you asking me in that form of question? Babe, what do you think about, no, never thought about that. Well, you never? Never. And you asking me right now? I hate that. That drives me nuts.
Let me tell y'all something. I'm to G and Mean's point, I'm digging myself an even bigger hole. I know I ain't alone on this, so brothers, please back me up. The goddamn bonnet, man. The fucking bonnet. I mean, the bonnet, dog. Man. I mean, like, I've kind of just gotten accustomed to it because I've seen it every day, forever. But God knows if I could have my way, like, come on, man, take that shit off, man. Like, I just, man, like, that shit is just, I you know.
I agree.
I know I'm not alone on the bottom.
No, I agree. I'll take your stuff further. They be like, yo, can you go get it for me? What?
Oh. Real life.
But G,
I got one too.
Is the bonnet by the socks?
You know where the bonnet drawer is, boy. You know where that bonnet drawer is.
Hey man, hey, I got one too, man. Look, I'm a big fashion head, so you know I'm anti brunch boot, but for the ladies, see, I don't like brunch boots for dudes. So for ladies, I gotta put it up on the screen. Give me a sec. Let me tell y'all something. I hate wedges, man. Oh my God. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all wear these damn wedges, look. I hate wedges, bruh. I hate motherfucking wedges.
Why you hate wedges, though?
I'm telling you, my wife don't wear wedges, dog. We don't do wedges in my household. So I'm telling y'all right now.
Does your wife like them and you just don't allow them? Or
if y'all hate me, because I said y'all wear wedges, put it in the comments. I love y'all, but don't wear no damn wedges around me, goddammit.
Oh. Hey, I got one more. Hold on, I got another one. This is one that I don't like either. And every man knows this one right here. Babe, what's wrong? Nothing. And then it's silence for like the rest of the evening. Like there's no talking, there's no communication. Babe, you okay? Yeah, nothing is wrong. So I'm just gonna have this conversation by myself for the rest of the night. I guess this is me and myself. Okay, all right.
Okay. Hey, I got one. We go back to the single days. Did y'all ever hate or did y'all experience taking a woman out for the first time and I almost called her out the name and the woman ordered the most expensive thing on the menu?
Damn.
Like, I know you ain't never ate no crab legs before, boo. Like, you didn't even be here before. Talking about, what's the market price? Are you paying? Like, listen, get you a chicken breast and a salad or something, man. Like,
it's called the come up.
Man, come on, man. Like, y'all gotta stop that, man. Y'all gotta stop that.
It's called the come up.
Nah. But yeah, man. So, ladies, I hope y'all got a little enlightenment about, you know, what at least the PCP brotherhood likes to like and don't like. But obviously, these are things that we've talked to our wives about, and that's why we have such successful marriages. Because
stop acting like our mamas.
Yes, they've been.
Hey, one more thing, Lo. Stop buying minivans, man. You know dudes don't like minivans, man. We don't do minivans.
What Bernie Mac say? Come over here. Stop. Go. Put that on. Shut up.
Yeah, right.
Go ahead, Lo. We good. Go ahead. We good. We got about 20 more, 15, something like that.
All right, sure. We need another topic then.
All right.
Can somebody? I'm on my phone. I can't dig into the topics. Somebody come on the topic.
Well, I mean, we can get into the. We can start ending it off a little bit because we got some serious things to talk about. We can call it an impromptu Omega service. I want to give a special shout out to both of my line brothers, man, my sons, Lester Holmes and Jermaine Hubbard. Both of these guys have lost significant people in their lives. Lester lost his mom, and Jermaine lost his dad, brother Jimmy Hubbard, and Lester, of course, lost his mom, Mary Holmes, rest in heaven. It just gives perspective on college days do swiftly pass, and man, time rules all, man. Father Time, you can't run from. So, if you got loved ones out there you don't speak to on a daily basis, you don't communicate with, make sure you just, send a shout out to your loved ones on a daily basis. Tell them you love them because, having parents in your life is important. You know what I'm saying? They lay the basis of who you are and what you do in life. So I just wanted to give a shout out to two of my brothers out there that's hurting a little bit. We got y'all back and we love y'all.
Love y'all.
Les, love y'all, man.
And that's one thing that the frat will always do. Especially, I can't speak for other chapters, but I know my chapter. I mean, we are a close knitted family, and when we have grieving brothers, we grieve too. Shout out to Ameen for that campaign for your sins. I mean, that was huge, man. I mean, anything that we can do more, make an impact, for someone in their situation, it means the world, and get people involved in that. I know, that was huge, man. So shout out to you, man, and the rest of your line, everybody who participated in that. That was huge. My disease is different. My wife is not from HBCU, but when I hosted the retreat this past year, man, she said like, wow, the love that she experienced in our home, and just for that weekend, she said, I've never felt that or seen that before. For people who just went to school together, and I'd explained to her like, this is bigger than just this college. It's a family for life. We all took an oath, and we all sacrificed so much with each other. I mean, blood, sweat, and tears. Like we really did that. So when we bring our families together, our loved ones, we come back together. It's just like picking up from day one. Like we never turn our backs. So I mean, just shout out to Wilberforce, HBCU. Shout out to
something happened in them cornfields back there. I tell you something, man. Something happened. There was some kind of energy back there in them cornfields.
Absolutely. So I just want to take this. Prepare to say goodbye. So each brother, I mean, anything I know me has some things on his heart. Any brother, like anything to learn, anything you want to share with, to our audience this week. Just what else in your mind now? We're gonna just take it around the tune to each brother. And Big Brother Fees, just tell us what's on your heart this evening.
Well, for one, I'm in good spirits, but me, y'all, I love y'all cats. Y'all my brothers, man. I got one brother that's locked up. And actually, my brother come home in March, you know what I'm saying? So we got about 2 months before Dame. I think Nas met Dame, me met Dame. I don't think Low, G, and Dale met my brother before, but my brother come home in March, man. So that's big. Shout out to my brother. Damon. He just turned 32. 30 also, I should say. But anyway, I just want y'all to keep your boy in prayer, man. I'm in good spirits because I didn't tell y'all this, but coming up on the 23rd, man, it's an important day. And, me and Jen got to go meet with some people, and we'll figure out what's going on that day. And I don't really know what's going to happen that day or after that day, but I'm optimistic. And like I told you, I'm fighting, man, but I'm in good spirits. But, yeah, so that's it. That's the only thing going on with me, man, is I'm trying to keep my family together. I got 3 beautiful kids. My daughter about to be 16 next week. You know what I'm saying? Sweet 16. Shout out to Jasmine. Shout out to Princeton High School, Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? And, we trying to keep Fierce 5 alive. You know what I mean? That's my motto for right now. Fierce 5 alive. That's all I got.
Love that, right, man. Love that.
Forward, boy.
No doubt. Nas, what you got for me, baby?
Oh man, not too much, man. I'm gonna keep it a little light over here. Just want to shout out a couple of my family entrepreneurs who have some businesses in the Detroit area. If you're ever in Detroit, Michigan, my cousin Grant Lancaster owns City Wings on 2896 West Grand Boulevard, 48202, and it's one of the best wing places that you're gonna find in the city. That's Detroit, Michigan again. And then one of my other friends, William Smith, owns Duo Restaurant and Lounge, and that's over on 29555 Northwestern Highway, Southfield, Michigan, 48034. Just wanted to shout out a couple of those black men who are, been in the city. They're from the city of Michigan, from the city of Detroit. From the city of Detroit, and just uplifting, trying to be entrepreneurs and build up their brand and build up, their business to show what black people can do and how they can hold it down as well. City Wings will be in their 10th year this year. I'm really proud to say that around September we'll be celebrating 10 years of City Wings, and Duo has been holding it down for the last, I think about 4 or 5 years now. So definitely proud of those guys.
No doubt. Hey, black-owned business, baby. Please support. We love it. G, you're a black-owned business, man. Talk to me.
Mute, dog. You on mute.
I guess what I appreciate about today is, us talking about, hearing y'all perspective on certain things as far as like pet peeves. Because I always wondered if I was by myself on certain things. That to-do list, man, that shit was funny as hell. But more importantly, I'm glad I got to touch on my queen. You know what I mean? And say how vital she has been to my growth. How she hold this family down, and I'm just truly appreciative of her. And I love you, baby. That's what's up.
Black love.
Black love at its finest.
Acknowledge it and appreciate that.
Dale?
On me. Something I want to do, I've always, and we brought it up in discussing the direction of the podcast. I want to talk about a segment that I've always wanted to do, but we could never really it never really flowed. But since we're going to have these times to close out, I want to take the time to start acknowledging people that I call the brothers that crack the code. These are entrepreneurs and people that are in business that are doing stuff for the culture. I know as Black people, we only find people success stories in people that are in entertainment, basketball players, rappers, whatever. And I think that it's important that we understand who are other people that have cracked the code and reached their own level of success outside of those normal means that we familiar with as those entertainment, like I mentioned. So going forward, when we go around the tune, I'm going to speak on that. And real quick before I get off of here too, it was some people in my life that have passed away. I wanted to shout them out. My cousin Keyshawn Johnson out in Tennessee. Shout out to my cousin Shondelay. That was her daughter that passed a couple of weeks ago. And I want to just send my prayers and my blessings to her, her family, her dad, her mother, all of them, and everybody else is dealing. And then my homeboy back at the crib, TJ, he got murdered last week, and the city's real hurt by it. So I knew that dude. Me and him, we hung out a lot, man. Rest in peace to him. He had 5 wonderful children. One in particular, Mia, that I knew when she was a baby girl. So praying for her, praying for Tiffany. Rest in peace, TJ. And yeah, that's it. Just wanted to acknowledge y'all, let y'all know that y'all in my prayers. God bless.
To those good people, rest in peace. Especially them children. God bless that family. Dean, talk to me.
Well, I already gave first shout out to my line brothers. It's one more guy I forgot. My best friend, Myron McGee. Yeah, he's from Chicago. He currently lives right outside of Columbus right now. He also lost his father, which was a mentor of mine growing up. He was one of them guys, man, you go over his house, man, he was raw and uncut, you know what I'm saying, give you life lessons outside of your pops. So, like I said before, man, value your parents, value your friends, value your family, man. Make sure you tell them you love them every day, and make sure you do right by them and continue the legacy. Other than that, man, I want to say, man, we got some good political things that's coming up in 2020. Make sure everybody go out there, get registered to vote, you know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean just voting for a president. It starts at your local and your state level. You know what I'm saying? If you want action, you want change. It starts at the grassroots, man. So shout out to everybody that's, promoting, especially the MPAC that's promoting voting and getting our people out there to vote for things that we need to address in our communities. And pretty much, man, that's all I got, man. Peace, love, and soul, like my man Don Cornelius used to say.
Yeah, and shout out again to my main man, Aku, that came on and talked to us earlier today. We talked about the Kappas and everything, but I just wanted to give a little bit more insight. That's one of my best friends. I grew up with that dude. I've known Ku for over 25 years, you know what I'm saying? And that's my man, 50 grand. It go beyond anything Greek. It go beyond Kappa. It go beyond Alpha. That's my man. I love him. You know what I'm saying? He got 2 wonderful kids, and he doing his thing. He a black entrepreneur down in Cincinnati. Very smart, intelligent brother doing big things. He was nominated as a top 40 for 40 under 40. But that's my man, 50 grand, though. Shout out to Aku.
No doubt. Cool, man. We had a hell of a ride together a couple times, man. Shout out to Cool, no doubt. So for me, a couple things I'm going to hit real quick. One, I did leave out one important thing where you find a wife. You got to look at the mama, too. Now, I don't know if y'all did this, but I have a very attractive mother-in-law. So, she's probably the icing on the cake while I married my queen. So, hey, for your single men out there, look at the mama, too. Because in 30 years, you're going to want to know what your wife will look like. It's very, very, very important. So, yeah, shout out to Mama Foggy. Bless you. Take care of my babies. Thank you for delivering my queen. I love you. Next thing I'll touch on is, take some about my nephew. He's overseas fighting for this country, for all of us. We are not a military family, but he decided to take put the country on his back and do something that it's kind of foreign to us. So I mean, and he actually has been listening to our podcast. So Jordan, I love you. We love you. The support for you and your troops who you fight side by side with. You have no idea. We appreciate you. That's for me, PCP, and the rest of the country. You are doing God's work. You know what I mean? You are putting it in a position you signed up for. I know it, but we just want all of you guys to get home safely, fast and safely. Last thing, absolutely. Last thing, you know, Black love is amazing. I mean, they don't talk about Black love enough. They don't talk about Black fathers enough. They don't talk about things we do. And PCP is here to let you know, as they say, change the narrative. I mean, we are a bunch of intelligent men, business owners, grinders, you know, leaders who just want to let you guys know. I mean, we are out here just to change the narrative of the stereotypical Black man, the angry Black man that you guys, the world has thought that we are, but we aren't. We are much more than that. So, I mean, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us at the PHARAOHS CLUB Pod on IG. The PHARAOHS CLUB Pod on IG. You can email us at the PHARAOHS CLUB Podcast at Gmail. And of course, please like us on our Facebook page, the PHARAOHS CLUB Podcast. We appreciate you tuning in.
Subscribe.
We appreciate you tuning in to us for number 5. And I can't wait to see 06 coming up next. We're live. Y'all have blessed, and we'll see you.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace.
Happy New Year.
Be easy. Shout out to Wilberforce.
Hey.
Z chapter, baby.
Hey.